Are you or a loved one disabled? Do you feel alone, lost, and confused as to how to win your Social Security case? If you're watching this video, it's probably because you have so many questions and you're desperately looking for the answers. Hi, my name is Avi Leibovic, and I'm the owner at Benefits for All and the lead attorney at Avi Leibovic Associates. Over the course of my 20-year career, I've overseen the processing and screening of over 500,000 disability cases, working with the largest hospitals, neighborhood clinics, primary care physicians, and even individuals who had no access to care at all. My strategies for how to win the case have made me one of the top experts in Social Security law in the entire nation. My life and my career were going great. And then one day it all came crashing down. It started first with some abdominal pains. And before I knew it, I'd been admitted to the hospital several times and I required multiple surgeries. I found myself unable to work and disabled and in desperate need of my own benefits. I understand exactly how you feel. I was in your shoes. And I'm going to take you through the process and help you and give you everything that I know so that you can win your case. I'm recovered and I'm back at work. And I have a newfound passion for helping disabled people because I myself have been there too. Call our office today for a free screening and to see how we can help you with your Social Security case. At the same time, enjoy these videos and webinars that we've prepared to help you understand how to win your Social Security case. Hi everyone, this is Avi Leibovic and you're watching another amazing webinar brought to you by Benefits for All, where we teach you how to win your Social Security disability case without having to pay the costs of an expensive attorney. As you can see behind me, we're at the Welcome Center, South Carolina. DiscoverSouthCarolina.com. Just coming through North Carolina, actually coming down into South Carolina, but going to be going back up very, very soon, heading towards Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky area. Going state to state and just having an amazing time. Meeting the Social Security offices, going to the district offices when I'm able to the ODAR offices to let them know that Avi Leibovic and Benefits for All is coming to town. You know, in California, they know me very, very well because I've had the opportunity to represent over 100,000 claimants in every part of California. The idea of going into a national state of mind and going out to these other offices is something that is exciting for me and that's new for me, and I can't wait to do it, and I think it's time that they know who I am. More importantly, all of you who've watched this webinar are saying to yourself, okay, I'm not feeling well, I'm really not feeling well, I think I'm disabled. I want to go ahead, I want to apply. I've watched all your webinars, Avi, I've watched them 5 times, I love it. And my question to you, Avi, at this point is, am I going to win, am I not going to win? What is my chances of winning? No one wants to put down a bet in Las Vegas, so to speak. No one wants to go ahead and say that I'm going to go ahead and take the time to do all this if I'm not going to win. So let's go ahead and take a moment and talk about the win rates in the beautiful state of South Carolina. What I do in every one of these state-by-state analyses is I try to remind everyone about some of the things that they've learned in the webinars. So if anything I say in the beginning, middle, or end sounds funny to you, if you're not aware what it is, I need you to go back and watch the webinar so that way you are up to speed and we're all talking the same language. So what is it that we need to talk about? Well, we know that when you apply for benefits, there's an application, there's a reconsideration, and there's a hearing. We also learned that there is a Social Security Appeals Council in case you want to appeal the judge's decision, as well as federal district court where you can go ahead and you can even appeal the Social Security Appeals Council denial if you feel that you want to. But we're not going to talk right now about the Social Security Appeals Council, and we're not going to talk about the federal district court. We're going to focus just on application, reconsideration, and hearing, because that's where you, my friends in South Carolina who are watching this from home, that's where your concern is going to be, and they're going to want to know, how do I go ahead and get my case approved? So let's reference my notes over here, my smartphone. I hope everyone is relaxed and comfortable and understands that it's easier for me to use a smartphone in the dark than use a piece of paper. So let's talk a little bit about what the win rates are. So first, let's go nationally. We're going to take those states that are slightly above with a high win rate, and those states, unfortunately, are below with a low win rate, a high denial rate, and let's average them together and let's see what we come up to. On the first time initial application, nationally, the approval rate is 32.1. 32.1 out of 100 applications, 32 are going to get approved. The rest are going to get denied. What is it in South Carolina? Don't get worried, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why at the end. You're at 26.9 or 27. So you're dipping from the national average of 32, you're dipping down to 26.9 or 27. Some of you at home might be like, what? What? You tell me something going to get denied, and I'm telling you, relax. Just sit still and bear with me another minute. I'm explaining why you do not need to worry. The request for reconsideration also is very, very low nationally. The national approval rate for request for reconsideration is 11.3. Out of 100 applications, only 11 or 11.3 are going to get approved. In South Carolina, the average is also below the national average. Only 10.7 get approved. Out of 100 applications, only 10.7 or 11 get approved. And many of you again are like, what? What? How am I going to win, Avi? I'm not feeling well. I need to apply. I need the help. How do you want me to win? I'm telling you, don't worry. Just wait another moment or two. I want to explain a couple things. Let's go through the hearing rates, and then we're going to circle back and go through everything that I told you we're going to go through. If you apply for a hearing, from the day that you go ahead and you submit your request for a hearing before an administrative law judge until the day in court, the average length of time from when you submit the request for a hearing until the day in court nationally is 349 days. You are pretty much right at the average at 340 days. It's a long time, but it's at 340 days, which is 9 days lower than the average. Now, why do I say it's a long time? Because what's happening really is that there is such a high volume of people that are applying, and there are not enough judges to hear the hearings. There are not enough workers at the ODARs to prepare the case files and the exhibit files. So there's a very, very, very long wait, which really means that from the application, which could take 4 to 6 months, or even longer in some states, 8 or 9 months, to the reconsideration, which again could take 4 to 6 months or even 9 months, depending, again, which state you're in and how quickly you go ahead and provide the requested information, right? By the time you get to hearing, you're talking about the 4 to 6 months or 8 months over here at the application, the 4 to 6 months or 8 months over here for the reconsideration. Then you're talking about 340 days before a hearing comes. Yes, you're talking about a little bit less than a year and a half, 2 years, from beginning to end, from application to hearing, if you go to a hearing. Now, what's the hearing rate nationally? The hearing win rate nationally is 58.3. You are above the average, but only by a slither. 58.7. Out of 100 hearings, 58.7 will get approved. So now let's pick ourselves up off the floor, because many of us may have collapsed on the floor from just like shock, right? Shock and awe. Avi, you're telling me I can win. You're telling me I'm not going to have to pay the fees for an expensive attorney. You're telling me you can teach me how to do it. Are you out of your minds? What do you think? You think that I can now go ahead and with a win rated application of only 26.9, at a win rate of at a reconsideration of only 10.7, you tell me I can win? How am I possibly going to win with that? How am I going to win with a 10% chance of winning? And I'm going to tell you right now. First off, I am working with the understanding that prior to purchasing, downloading, and viewing and understanding these webinars, you've already had a medical examination, if not many of them, and you've had a conversation with your doctor, right? And that conversation probably should have included as to the severity of your impairment or impairments, and it should have included how long the doctor thinks you're going to be out of work, and if or not you're disabled. If the doctor thinks you're going to be out of work 12 or more months, remember the criteria, 12 or more months, and if he thinks that you're not going to be able to earn more than SGA, right? If you don't know what SGA is, download that webinar. By now, you should know what SGA is. You can work, but you can't earn more than SGA. So if you're not earning SGA, if you're not able to earn SGA, if you have an impairment that lasts 12 or more months and or result in death, and you can't return to your old job, and you can't find a new job, according to your doctor, then your doctor should have told you that he or she thinks that you're disabled. Now, again, I'm working under the understanding that by the time you watch this, your doctor has told you you're disabled. So why is that important? Because I'm here to tell you and teach you how to apply, what to write, and how to win. I'm not here to examine you and tell you if you're disabled or not. I'm not skilled for that. I can barely take the temperature of my 7 kids. No, I'm kidding, I can take the temperature. I actually know quite a bit about disability, even though I'm not a doctor, because I've reviewed, I don't know, 1 million pages of medical records over the course of my career. But I'm not here to examine you. Your doctor examined you. I'm not even technically here as your attorney because you haven't hired me as your attorney. I'm your advocate, I'm your friend, I'm your professor, I'm your instructor, I'm your tutor, I'm your quasi-attorney who's showing you the attorney tricks and the attorney steps on how to win a case. That's me. So with that in mind, because I'm not your doctor, and you've already been examined by the doctor, and the doctor told you that he or she thinks you're disabled, and because I'm here to teach you how to apply, what's the best way to do it, and how to win it quickly, you don't need to be worried about the low approval rate. You know who needs to be worried about the low approval rate? The other folks who got denied, right? What did we say? We said that there was, on application level in Carolina, 26.9 that are approved, the rest are denied. Of course they're denied. They didn't watch this webinar. They don't know how to write and fill out their forms. They don't know what buzzwords to use or what trigger words to use. If you don't know what a trigger word is, you need to watch the webinar because we've discussed the importance of trigger words. They don't know what a date last insured is or an onset date. They're just applying. Maybe they just need some money. Maybe they just are down on their luck and they need some money. I don't know. I don't know who they are. But they certainly didn't sit through these webinars, because if they did, they would have gone to their doctor and first discussed with their doctor if they're disabled, and then I would have showed them how to do it. And because they didn't do that, they lost. So yes, there's a very high denial rate at application for all those people who thought they're going to do it on their own. You, on the other hand, are not doing it on your own. You're doing it together with me and together with your doctor who has already said that you're disabled. Okay? So I don't want you to worry. What I do want you to do is I want you to confirm if you're disabled or not. I want you to go to your doctor and get examined. If you haven't gotten examined yet, if you haven't had a conversation with your doctor yet, I love you, but these webinars, they're not going to work for you. They're not going to work because you need to be examined by the doctor first. You need to be told by a professional medical examiner, by a hospital, by a clinic, by a nurse practitioner, by a physician's assistant, whoever it is. Someone needs to say, I've looked at you, I've looked at your medical records, I've looked at your history, I've looked at your medications, and yes, you're disabled. Now that we have that, we're golden, because now you come to me and I'm going to show you what to write and how to fill out and how to do it right. The other people got denied, God bless them. I hope they feel better and they should win, but they're not my concern. You are my concern, and that's why you will win. Okay? You're going to win. So with that in mind, don't worry about the low approval rate. Don't worry about whether or not you're going to get denied, because I'm telling you that if the doctor told you you're disabled and I'm showing you how to write it, it's going to be okay. You just worry about going to the doctor. You just worry about getting continuous, ongoing treatment, and you're going to be great. And if somewhere along the way you're feeling better, even better. Terrific. I know you want to get back to work. Terrific. But if along the way the doctor's saying, listen, this is going to take a while. You're going to be out of work for a while until your body, heals, if it ever heals. Then we're in business and we're able to go ahead and work together in partnership, you and I. There are so many people who over the years have come to me, clients, said, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair, it's not fair. My friend down the block got approved, my cousin got approved, my sister-in-law got approved, she's not even sick. Why are they getting approved and I'm not getting approved? Don't worry about that. If you watch the webinars, you understand that Social Security is not just looking at the diagnosis. They're looking at your age, they're looking at your education level, they're looking at your past relevant work history. There are so many different pieces that are looked at. It's a big vegetable soup where you're putting in all these different vegetables. And here you're putting in, like I said, education, what level, are you literate, can you read, did you go to high school, did you go to college, do you have special skills in a trade school, did you go graduate college? Your age, are you 18 to 49, a younger individual? Are you 49 to 54, closely approaching advanced age? Are you 55 to 58, advanced age? Are you 59 to 62, closely approaching retirement age? Are you 62, 63 or above retirement age?
You understand? There's a lot of different pieces here based on your age, based on your education, based on your past relevant work history, based on the skills that you've acquired, based on your education. There's so much here, so don't worry. You worry about talking to the doctor, you worry about listening to the webinars, and follow what I'm telling you, you're gonna be okay. Okay, with that in mind, don't be discouraged with the low win rate in South Carolina. You're gonna do great. If you feel that perhaps you started this process on your own and it's becoming a little bit too much for you, meaning that like you don't feel well, your body is breaking down, your systems are breaking down. It was a good idea when you started, but it's just a little bit too overwhelming. The medication's making you fatigued. The traveling around requesting the medical records is difficult. I understand. But you know what the great news is? WWW and Benefits for All. You call us and we're going to be able to help you out and pick up where you left off. Okay? My name is Avi Leibovic. This is what I do. And in a humble way, thank God, I'm very good at it. I'm very good at it, okay? Very humbly. I want to give you what I know. I want to take everything I have and I want to give it to you so that you feel good and prepared and ready. All these webinars are all about that. Some are going to be for you and some are not going to be for you. Some are about processes, some are about procedures, some are about specific areas in the law, some are about little strategies and tips, some are about writing letters. You pick and choose what you need when you need it. You can watch it on your portable device, your streaming device, whatever you need to do, at home, in bed, on the train, waiting at the doctor's office. Someone says to me, I don't have a doctor, I don't want to go to the ER, I have to wait there 6 or 7 hours, I don't have insurance. I said, yeah, well, if you don't wait there 6 or 7 hours, this person particularly needed a certain type of x-ray, right? Like an MRI or whatever, a very, very sophisticated x-ray or a CAT scan, I don't remember which one it was, a long time ago. They couldn't get to the regular doctor's office. I said, you're gonna have to go wait. I don't wanna wait that long. Okay, if you don't wanna wait that long, you're not gonna get approved. You're not gonna win without the x-ray, without the imaging. You're not gonna win without the imaging, so go get the imaging. And now I would say, you know what? Awesome that you have 6-7 hours there. You know what you can do for 6-7 hours waiting? You can watch the webinars. You can learn about Social Security Disability. You can learn about the difference between SSI and SSDI. You can learn about the differences between everything. The choice is yours, okay? If we can help, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like I said, click on the website, call us up, get the free screening, we'll see what we can do. Just go to the doctor, please. Take care of yourself, feel good. Stay in bed, lift your legs up, or if necessary, stretch your body and go for a walk, whatever your doctor's telling you, okay? Just trust me when I tell you that if the doctor says you're disabled, if you work together with me, I will show you how to win your Social Security case without having to pay the costs for another attorney. I'm in South Carolina. I'm very excited. I don't know where to go first. No, seriously, there are so many places that I want to go. I had this problem the other day in Tennessee. I didn't know, do I go to Nashville? Do I go to Dolly World? I mean, every state that I'm going in, I don't know where to go first. Do I go left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west? There's so much great stuff in the United States of America. In each state, it's just phenomenal. And I encourage, if any of you are able to do a trip like this, to go ahead and do it. It will be something that you will never forget. All right, until next time, we're working together, you and me, we're partners, right? We're partners, working together, and we're gonna teach you how to win your Social Security disability case without paying the costs of an expensive attorney. All the best. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.